Hey guys, I wanted to make a video really quick sharing with you some extreme success that one of our viewers actually succeeded with stock photography. In fact, this viewer was watching my videos for a little bit of a while now, and we actually made a video about this viewer a while back when they were achieving about $400 in reoccurring revenue every single month with Adobe stock. And now that same person decided to come back and give us an update as to where they currently are. If you guys remember, in my past videos, there was this individual, like I said, I think it generated about $400 a month. I can't remember exact number or which exact video it was. You'd probably have to go back and watch all of these. But it was one of these videos where they kind of commented and they mentioned that they were doing, that level of income. And I made a video about it. And I was kind of showing the world that, hey, you could do this too. Anybody could really do this. And, we have the tools and the different success strategies that could really help us get there. And speaking of help, this person here called Lulu Rashi Studio says, I made $680 in Adobe stock this month. 28K images in my portfolio, plus my job of 2.5K USD. Now, if you guys remember, like I said, I made a video on this, and I was talking about how real this becomes. And I made a video not too long ago where I kind of showed how there was certain accounts that were bringing in like 80K a month, 50K a month on Adobe stock. In fact, let me actually look through it here. There was, I believe it was a video. Let me see where it is exactly, but we create a lot of content, guys. Here it is, this video here, where we were showing how large, certain portfolios are, and they kind of make a huge impact on your daily income. And the more you work, the more you upload, the more you create, the more benefits you're getting over time. It's really quite incredible. And I think one of the portfolios you reviewed had over 500,000 downloads. Another one had over 1 million. And so you got to think this is serious income. And I see a lot of the times people write in the comments of like, oh, the profit margins are just not enough. And I want to talk about that for just a minute. But like I said, let's kind of take a second to reflect on this and think about this. This individual uploads images to Adobe stock, just Adobe stock from what I understand, and 28,000 images in the portfolio, right? 28,000 images, which this month equated to $680 in earnings. Pretty amazing. By the way, I do want to kind of point something out. When I click over here, top comments, the comment completely does not exist. Like, it's not even found. And then when I click here, newest first, then you kind of see it, right? So this is what I mean when I say sometimes people's comments completely disappear. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm saying now. A lot of the times somebody will comment something, I can't even reply. I'll see the comment in my email, but I won't see the comment here on YouTube. But that was like a little trick, a little glitch that I saw the comment here. But think about that, $680. If you go to, parts of Europe, $680 covers rent. Not only just does it cover rent like of a basic apartment, but a really good one, for certain parts of Europe. If you lease out a vehicle, right? $680 car payment every month is a really good car. I mean, a fancy one, I would say. $680 could do a lot for you and your family. It could pay your groceries. It could take, maybe not all your groceries, depending on how your family is, but it could cover a lot of stuff, my point. Think about your bills. Think about how much money you're making every single month. This person makes $2,500 a month USD, right? US dollars. Okay, and they're adding an extra $680 per month. They're going up a whole different bracket, right? Soon it will be $700. So imagine $700 to about $2,500 a month. It's pretty significant. You're looking at over $3,000, $3,200. It's a quite difference in lifestyle, or maybe a little bit better of a lifestyle. You could buy more stuff. You have more discretionary spending. If you have some debts to cover, you can help cover your debts. And more importantly, the thing that's special about this is that this is reoccurring income. This is reoccurring. Like, think about that. This person can walk away from their 28,000 images in their portfolio, never upload again, and they'll keep producing income. They'll keep producing income just like real estate. Now, I actually say, that this type of business, this stock photography type of business, which we have a lot of content on. You come to our YouTube channel, we have all kinds of content. This stock photography type of business is, in my opinion, better than real estate. Now, immediately, people who are not aware of how annoying real estate can actually be, they'll say, "Oh no, that's not true. Now he's lying. Now he's BSing now." No, think about it. With real estate, you're not actually cash flowing a significant amount whatsoever. If you want to make $10,000 a month of profit or cash flow, let's say cash flow, not even profit, but cash flow a month in real estate, you'd probably need close to like maybe 19 to 20 doors. That's what you would need roughly, based on the average pricing and rent rates and things like that, mortgage rates, interest rates in America. That's probably how many doors you would need. If each door is, let's just say on the low end, equal to $100,000, that's $2 million portfolio of real estate. $1.8 million real estate portfolio. That's quite significant. You can either do that, right? Or you can build something like this over time, make it bigger and bigger and bigger, and build a real stock photography type portfolio. And it's never been easier now because we're using AI and we're using different tools to help automate the process. The people that don't watch this YouTube channel, right, they don't know about the tools that we have access to. They don't know about the different features and things that we use to really take the load off of our shoulders. I don't have to sit down and create 1 million photos anymore. Right? I have softwares that can do it for me. And then when it's all completed, I just take it, drag it, drop it, and then use another software to tag, to title, to do all the other effort. So it's really not a matter of effort. This business is not a matter of hard work anymore. Obviously, for people who aren't using the tools, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you aren't, right, then it becomes a matter of hard work. It becomes a matter of effort. It becomes a matter of energy. But for somebody like me, once again, I'm not trying to boast or brag, but someone who's using the tools, it creates an incredible blessing of, taking weight off your shoulders. That's what makes this business really good. I'll also kind of say here forthfrontly is there's a store in America called the Dollar Store, Dollar Tree, right? And anybody who lives in the United States kind of knows what I'm talking about. Not Family Dollar. This is not the store, but this store, right? Dollar Tree. And people who don't know around the, who aren't in the United States, let me kind of like share, information with you here. So this store used to be a store where you can kind of walk in, and it still exists. I mean, there's many of these stores where you can go in and buy something for $1, right? Recently, they've raised the price to like, I think $1.25 per item. I'm not really sure. You guys can correct me in the comments, plus tax. I could be wrong. Like I said, it could be entirely wrong. But I know they have products in there for like $5, $4. But most products on the shelves are just $1. Like you go in $1, and then recent, because of certain changes and things, it's like $1.25 a piece. The average company that generates profit from Dollar Tree is actually generating about anywhere from 4 to 6 cents of profit. But most companies don't actually generate any profit from Dollar Tree. They break even. You have to think like this. If a business owner who's providing their products to the Dollar Tree, right, is either breaking even or generating pennies for a product, right? And we're talking about if they're lucky enough to even generate profit, which is difficult to do because that, product has some significant cost to it, and shipping and delivery and all kinds of stuff to that store. Those are individuals who are making peanuts. And yet those individuals are still in business, still selling products, still making money. But here you have people who are complaining, like I said, online, where they're kind of complaining and they're saying, oh, this business doesn't generate enough income. This business doesn't have high enough profit margins. Well, the reality is if somebody offered you a business at the Dollar Tree, right, where you own a product line, it could be drinks, it could be party plates, it could be mugs, whatever it is, that would be placed in the Dollar Tree, would you not accept? You would. You would accept as a business owner. You would take that opportunity because you want your products to be seen. Well, in this case, you could absolutely do that, but instead create images. And with these images, you can create tens of hundreds of thousands, You can upload them. You can have machines tag them and title them. You can have the machines even create the images, and you could generate more profit than that of a Dollar Tree store inventory provider, right? So, for example, you guys know the company Alphalete, right? Christian Guzman. He has a supplement company called 3D Energy, or not a supplement company, but a drink company like energy drinks. 3D Energy. You know, his drinks are found in the Dollar Tree, right? So this is a guy who's selling his drinks, who's very well known, multimillionaire, and he doesn't need to make any more money. You know, he has his clothing company that made over $100 million in 1 year, yet he still kind of goes after those peanuts per se, where he's generating very little profit margins, or at least trying to break even. You know, if he used the same mentality that other people are commenting with here on this YouTube channel, he really wouldn't get anywhere. Because the business that we're telling you about here on this YouTube channel, and most of you already know about it, is more profitable than that of a Dollar Tree store provider owner, like inventory type business. If your products are in Dollar Tree, right, you're making more money than the guy who has his products in Dollar Tree. How amazing is that? How interesting is that? That's how beautiful the internet is. Okay, so instead of losing money on products that don't sell in regular large stores, they have products sent to Dollar Tree, and those products are mostly break even. And like I said, to the person who, or to the people, because it's not just one person, but there are people who maybe don't understand the business of stock photography, right? Who don't kind of like get it, who've never been into it. And they kind of think, okay, you know, what's the profit of this? You know, am I making $1 per image, 79 cents, 66 cents, even on the low end, maybe 33 cents or 42 cents, something like that per image? What's the profit? That's not much profit. And I'll get comments like, oh, this is peanuts or it's not much money. And the reality is that, yeah, it's not much money when you sell just one image. But the whole point is to have this compounding effect, this high growth where you have a huge portfolio that is beyond like an imaginable size. You create more and more and more. I'm not saying it's easy. It's definitely easier than it used to be because of the tools and stuff. But you create a really large portfolio. You put in the effort to make it happen, and you reap the results. And please, guys, don't be confused. When I say do something, I'm not saying it's easy to do it. Like, it's not, it definitely is easy, but I'm not saying it's easy, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're the type of person who's going to do everything manual, then forget about it. It's not easy. You still will succeed, drastically. I was doing it manual for a long time, but now that I have resources and things to help me with that, I don't need to. But the point is that the larger the portfolio, the more money you're going to make. That's kind of a general rule. Are there things that you could do to help improve your success? Yes. You could use certain software tools that can help. You can use certain AI image generators that are better than others to help, right? So like I wouldn't use certain AI image generators. I would use other AI image generators. And by the way, for people who are curious as to my methods, how I do everything, how I understand everything, I share it all in my course called the Superstock AI course. You can go to the website, superstockai.com/course, or you can literally just click the link in the description or in the pinned comment, you'll find it. But basically, I have over 100 videos in here sharing with people how I kind of do the whole entire process. I use 2 different AI tools to generate images. I also include a free software tool that helps you find different, different size niches and kind of compare. And once again, whenever I mention niches, I always kind of mention that if you have a portfolio of like under 15,000 images, you really shouldn't be worried about niches. You shouldn't really be concerned with what niche you're uploading to or maximizing profits. You should just literally be focused on your commitment and seeing if you're actually willing and able to continue doing this. Because I've said this before, but people have to make it a goal to get at least past 10K images. If you're uploading, you shouldn't really quit past 10,000 because you quit too early. You're not going to have enough experience. You're not going to know what makes money. You're going to test the waters with different quality images that are really not going to be that good. You're not going to have a trained eye, and you're just going to leave money on the table. So really don't be concerned with that. But when you get to that point, you have a free software tool that's built into the course given to you for free that I paid for to get built. provided to you, like I said, when you join the course. But the course is really just a library of all the information that I've shared, that I understand, that I've learned, and I shared, through the course, over 100 plus videos, like I said. So it's not, something small. There's a lot of content in there, but 100 plus videos sharing my different information. But you don't need to learn my information, right? You can go out there and you could spend, 700 hours figuring it out yourself. There's no problem with that. There's nothing wrong with that. One way or another, just get the images up there. Of course, like I said, not all images are created equal. This person who has 28,000 images and generates 680 a month, there could be, if you break down the numbers here, if we cut this in half, right, 14,000 images, $340 a month. There's a lot of people who don't make that, who don't generate that. And that could be partially because those people don't use good quality images. They don't have good image generators. They don't upscale the images properly. They don't use the proper tags. They don't have proper titling. There's a lot of things that come into play. It's not just one thing, right? The niches do matter, but once again, after you hit like 15K uploads. We shouldn't even be looking at the idea of niches until you can prove that you're committed to the business in general, but anyways, you'll see with time, you'll see the different niches that you upload, the things that you make money in. There's a guy who wrote on my comments the other day, I think he uploaded like 5,800 images and he made like $28. And that is somebody who's severely doing the business wrong. He's really just constantly, I don't have no other way to say this, but wasting his time because he's choosing not to wisen up. He's choosing not to improve. He's choosing not to learn and how to see where he's going wrong, but he's choosing to walk a path where he's just uploading, which really doesn't make any logical sense. The logic would state, as I'm uploading, I would learn, I would iterate, I would learn more and improve. And that's not what he's doing, right? For somebody to upload 6,800 images and generate only $50, it is pretty devastating level of success. In fact, I would say it's no success at all. Even though that sounds bad and sounds harsh, it kind of is the truth. You have to have a keen eye and you have to be wise how you're doing this business, because just because you're moving doesn't mean you're covering distance, if that makes sense. If you guys hear the concept of running in place, you don't want to run in place. You want to run distances. Running in place doesn't do you anything in this business. If you're just creating images and images and images, but you're not perfecting every angle of the business, you're not going to make a significant a form of income, but let me say this, and this is the good news, is that it's easy to make a significant amount of income. You just have to be extremely committed and you have to give it time. When I say it's easy to make a significant amount of income in this business, you're not breaking a sweat here. You're not doing rocket science. You're not confusing your mind trying to figure out heavy math equations. This is not one of those kind of businesses. This is not one of those businesses that it's difficult, where it takes logic and mathematics and, conversion rates. And it's not that difficult at all. You're literally creating images and uploading them. There's things you do in between, obviously, upscale, title, tag, things like that. Maybe even some research, but the point is that you're creating images. That's the basis of this business. So is it rocket science? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So it shouldn't be that difficult. But you guys see it here. This account is pretty epic. So anybody who's out there succeeding, who's working hard, I give you guys a pat on the back. Keep it going. This business is, like I said, probably the easiest business out there today. And I'm always in the business of looking for businesses that are easy to do and easy to manipulate and easy to scale. If this business, didn't have the software tools available to it to be able to automate and do things a lot easier, like I said, where I could walk away from a computer and have images being created for me and have, images being titled and tagged, etc. If it didn't have those things for me, then, if I had to sit there and do everything, it would be much, much harder. I'm not saying it would be impossible, but it would be much, much harder. Speaking of niches, in my members area on the YouTube channel, I'm starting to upload gradually and very slowly videos around different niches that I found that have been highly profitable for me as opposed to other niches. So I already uploaded one video 6 days ago, and I'm preparing for the next one here soon. Keep in mind, guys, that these videos take a lot of time to produce because I'm looking through my portfolio of tens of thousands of images across multiple accounts. And by the way, it's not allowed to have multiple accounts on Adobe Stock. They clearly state it in their terms. I just do it anyway. I break the rules, but I can afford to break the rules. You know, if I lose my accounts, it's not the end of my world. You know, I have other income sources. I'm perfectly fine. But the point is that it takes a lot of analysis, and so I'm trying to drop these videos. I'm trying to do the analysis, trying to do, you know, different niches and research and things throughout my accounts, but it takes a lot of time. But anyways, if you guys want to see that, you guys could join the membership area. But yeah, I'll leave all the links that can help support you in the description. I'll leave some videos if you guys want to see them around automation, different software tools that can help you out. I'll leave those links in the description as well. But hey, this is motivational proof for anybody who's interested in getting into this business, who's thinking about it. Take a look into it. You'll do really well. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching, and peace out. Bye. So you have to think like this. If a business owner who's providing their products to the Dollar Tree, right, is either breaking even or generating pennies for a product, right? And we're talking about if they're lucky enough to even generate profit, which is difficult to do because that, you know, product has some significant cost to it, and shipping and delivery and all kinds of stuff to that store. Those are individuals who are making peanuts. And yet those individuals are still in business, still selling products, still making money. But here you have people who are complaining, like I said, online, where they're kind of complaining and they're saying, oh, this business doesn't generate enough income. This business doesn't have high enough profit margins. Well, the reality is if somebody offered you a business at the Dollar Tree, right, where you own a product line, it could be drinks, it could be party plates, it could be mugs, whatever it is that would be placed in the Dollar Tree, would you not accept? You would. You would accept as a business owner. You would take that opportunity because you want your products to be seen. Well, in this case, you could absolutely do that, but instead create images. And with these images, you can create tens of hundreds of thousands. You can upload them. You can have machines tag them and title them. You can have the machines even create the images. And you could generate more profit than that of a Dollar Tree store inventory provider, right? So, for example, you guys know the company Alphalete, right? Christian Guzman. He has a supplement company called 3D Energy. Or not a supplement company, but a drink company, like energy drinks. 3D Energy. You know, his drinks are found in the Dollar Tree. Right? So this is a guy who's selling his drinks, who's very well known, multi-millionaire, and he doesn't need to make any more money. You know, he has his clothing company that made over $100 million in 1 year, yet he still kind of goes after those peanuts per se, where he's generating very little profit margins, or at least trying to break even. You know, if he used the same mentality that other people are commenting with here on this YouTube channel, he really wouldn't get anywhere. Because the business that we're telling you about here on this YouTube channel, and most of you already know about it, is more profitable than that of a Dollar Tree store provider owner, like inventory type business. If your products are in Dollar Tree, right, you're making more money than the guy who has his products in Dollar Tree. How amazing is that? How interesting is that? That's how beautiful the internet is.